welcome back everyone. Here we are through day 7. Got our, getting some structure together now. I'm proud of finally getting to that point. Got let's say our little doodads. This one of them isn't. I guess they are all sort of wobbling around. I think the 5 would have been overkill, so I think that's going to work out in the end. Of course, our tray of tiny pieces. I don't think we're going to use any more of those tonight. If you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures and how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Have a good time and upload daily and just basically try and enjoy ourselves while we build silly little models. We're not changing the world or anything, we're just having fun. So, without any further ado, let's move on to what's next. I'm going to keep you handy because I think we're going to use you pretty quickly tonight. Back up to where I was. See, did that over here. Okay. So, let's see here. Got the pieces I started up with last night. Pre-assembled these just so they'd be ready to go today. A little tighter. Whoop, that's not tighter. That's tighter. Actually, I'm supposed to do this part first. It looks like our shades, our blind, like shutters. That's what they're called. And okay, so those 4 pieces go together first. So this is going. So we get our LED there. Okay, so we'll just put gluing this down right below our LED. Okay, yeah. And then this thing's eventually going to come in above the LED, so that's going to go, I think it's supposed to go right on the... Oh, there's another piece that goes in there, but another piece goes on that line. Looks like... Yeah, okay. I don't have that out either. Okay. But this is what shutters go in. Okay, actually it looks like shutters are supposed to go outside of our window, and they're supposed to be sort of have that angled back thing. And I realize now, what is that? Oh, piece that came in up there. Okay. So first thing, we're going to put our window in right about there. Just going to go with the old B7000 for this one. Just dibs and dabs all over it there. Let's see, I need to go far enough for our shutter to fit in the slot there. We'll swizz around there. Should be good. Now, I'll run here. Up through there, I think. And like so. And same thing over here. I think I did it upside down, but I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think that's going to be an integral part of our details here. Okay. And then, say our light fixture goes like so. I think we're gonna about like that, I believe. Still straight. Okay. So that's it. Stick with the B7000, I think. Yeah. Actually, I got the hot glue gun going. I think that nozzle's that's big enough to get. I think it'll be stiff enough to pressure it. So let's do that. Okay. I think that's going to work out good. And we don't have to wait too long for it to dry. Let's pop in our battery and see how things are looking with that. Upside down is how it looks. Okay, yeah. That lights up nicely. Cool. Alright. Now, so up here I need to find my B. Let's see, I need B. Okay. Yeah, I need this guy. And this should be, looks like this is supposed to be the same length as this one. It is. So we've got the angled bit, so that's going to give us a little slope on there when it's all said and done. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to go. Okay, even with the bottom of this is what it looks like. So that one's trim off a little bit of my glue here. Got some excess. Flush like that. Yeah. That goes down flush. Okay. I think I got it all. Let me double check here. Had a little bit extra there. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now for something like this, I want instant bonding. Go back to the old Gorilla Super Glue. I might go to the hot glue when this one comes around, just because it's. Well, I have to wait and see. That's like 10 seconds away, so I can't think about that. Or 30 seconds away anyway. That's still away. Okay. Alright. That in there. Super glue grabbed on real quick there, so maybe I will go with the super glue. I got okay. So this is going to be our. Let's say just a little bit of a angle on it, so that's gonna look pretty good. Alright. Stick with the super glue. Get all four of them. Try and go along the edge. Get good coverage everywhere. Hopefully. The hard part to lining it up. Okay. There we go. That's the angle we're getting. So that's cool. What are we doing? Okay. Now we'll bring in this guy. Goes right. Okay, I'm not level there, but something like so. Is it supposed to be? Yeah, it is a little bit taller there in the picture too, so that's good. Okay. 57,000 for this one. Just runs around there. Just. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Supposed to do some more plants here. This guy. Window ledge. So goes right there. Hopefully straight. If I can pin there to it. I'm going to stick with super glue for the moment. Okay. All right. Now, go upright. Our little flower goes on that ledge. Okay, and these guys actually go over here in this corner. I could have done that last night. I'm losing my... Alright. Okay, so... little blob there. Into the corner, I hope. And then this guy goes sort of next to in front of it there. Those guys in there. Okay. Okay. We got one more. Yeah. You're supposed to put the hanging pot plant on here, but that thing, it really turned out bad, so I'm gonna skip it. But the sign is supposed to go on the side of our little building down at the bottom. Okay, so anything else is not. Yeah, they should all be good. I think it was supposed to go right there. So I'll go. Let's do a little bit. Edge there. Try and get down. Pressure right there. I think that was working. Let's get that sort of situation going. And that, I think, concludes that side. Because we're moving to the other side's pieces now. So I'll set you aside. And we'll keep going. I think I'm done with the super glue for now. Okay. Another one of those bits I'm not particularly looking forward to. And I'm gonna try this, but I'm not optimistic about it. This is the lenses for our lamps, and they also want us to put some tops on it. That's just not happening. I done made that decision. Okay, but let me get this guy out. I'm supposed to put one of these in each corner. Got a couple of spares. And that's going to make the street lamps, porch lights or something there. So I'm going to go back to the B7000, I think it'll work with this. Dab, dab. Dab. Position. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 of those, and then supposedly we put our lenses in, then we put the top on. I'm not sure about that. We'll find out together though. Hold it down for this part this time. There wasn't any glue on there. Okay, try again. Okay. Now let's take a look at these guys. Oh, let's see. I don't know if these will. I don't know if the scoring will work on this plastic or not, but we'll try it. See how it goes. Felt good. Let's see how it goes with her. Okay, that not terrible. This guy's been a little more cooperative. Definitely. Okay, well, it sort of stayed together. I'm not sure strong enough or not, but we'll find out momentarily. Well, actually, I'm probably going to give that glue a little bit of time to dry, but you know, we're about to begin the process of finding out anyway. Okay, so it did bend right well, so that's good. Proof of concept on the scoring bit anyway. Do a second run maybe. Okay. Okay, start with the biggest section. Full beams. Alright, well, it's doing a fair good tube there. I'm going to give that a few more minutes to let those little bitty drops of glue really solidify. And I think putting it on the top, I'm going to switch to the Gorilla Glue Super Glue and hope it doesn't spring it out all apart when it's all said and done. But I'm going to give that 5 or 10 minutes to dry, and then I'll be back and we'll see what happens next. Okay, I didn't use the super glue on the bottom part because I'm not sure I could get the pressure and get it lined up fairly close like that did. Let's check the size on these things. They're not solid yet. They just wobbled out of my hand and okay, let's see, will that fit? Not everything out of the way, but yeah, it does fit. Sorta, kinda. I wonder. I'm thinking I'm just gonna slide it in from the side. I think that'll be easier than trying to keep it wrangled together while I put it in there. Okay, this one's not quite. Okay. Okay, so first thing I'm going to put the front frames on the front. I say if I can't get the lenses in, I'm not going to be heartbroken about it. I'm going to try, but if it don't work, I'm not going to stress over it. I think that's going to be a minor detail when it's all said and done anyway. So start with this though. And I'm actually, okay, well okay. Not too bad. Ooh, you know what? I could go in through the solid side. It's basically a square. I can go through the center of that part. Don't have to wait. Okay. I'm satisfied with that. How about y'all? Nice. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, I don't think I'm quite as straight with that one, but that's still close enough for us. And same sort of thing, just leave you in there. Worked better on the first one. Okay, there it goes. In far enough. All right. Oh, that I think qualifies as a happy accident. Okay. Now, so set those there, and get to start working on more physical stuff. Build some steps in a sort of porch or something, I think is what this is going to end up being. Get all the pieces out. Yeah. So, start with you going this way. You're supposed to go on there, obviously. Looking pretty good. Wheels around, get you lined up, and okay. And then this one's supposed to get wrapped, so let's do a bit of scoring on it, maybe. We've got to focus on it. There is a dotted line there for us. Okay, so that's supposed to go like so. are the same length, same width. Okay. Okay, so actually, I think I'm going to go just down this side to start with. Now over here, I'm going to do the super glue just to make sure that, because there's not much surface area there with that little bend, so I want to make sure I get the best glue I can on it. So just all the way down. There we go. Wrapped. A little heat with the friction in there. That seems to make the glue stick quicker. In good shape there. Alright, so you and you take it all together. And then you. Oh, got another corner to go. Okay. I'm gonna go here. There, corner. That's right. There. Alright. Sort of the same thing I just did. There. Okay. Okay, now we set the same thing down here with the super glue. There we go. And last but not least, no edges on this one, so I just go straight to the B7000. So, in theory, the easy one. And the edges there. Okay. I think that's the last of our, I don't know, decorations to put on. Now we're going to get to go into building the structure. Start off with you and these guys. This guy goes here. Sort of a little, gonna make us a little trough situation right there. So I'm gonna go super glue with this one. That I missed by just a hair. Lined it up perfectly, but I think I'll be all right. I have to do some. I have to shave a little bit off that end, but that's what I got the file for. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, just to cut out the middleman. So. Okay. Getting almost there. Oop. Too far. Alright, I think that'll work. Now, let's say making us a little trough situation here, so this just goes on top. Make sure I got the decorative bit facing up. Alright, we got that going on. Now, next batch of bits. So these are our risers, these are our runners. These are like our frame. Yep. Okay. Pretty sure that's our. This goes. So. Missed on that one too. Just got to do our best here. I have a little gap there. Okay, so most of the contact will be here. That's where I'm gonna. I can do a better job of mounting this one. Okay, that's pretty close on that. Now, I did it wrong. Okay, supposed to go that way. Duh. And I knew that too. Okay, so another batch of glue. Make sure I don't have. Okay, so that's where. Okay. Like this. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Now, do our runners. Here should be all three pieces should connect. I think they will anyway. And okay, there's first step done. Now, less glue on that part, and then on the bottom of this one. And look. Okay. And rinse and repeat. Okay, and then this is our top runner right here. Oh, that way, yeah. So, a little crooked on there, but that's within tolerance for me. You know how I am. Okay. So, a little bit in the back. And across here. And place. Okay. Now, they're telling me I need more of the. Our little trough gets some of our fuzz, so I'm going to go try and go a little wide. Smush it in. I don't have to worry about gluing it. That may have been too wide. Yeah, it's not quite as spongy as I thought it was. It sort of squishes down, so maybe it'll be alright. No, I'm actually putting. I'm going to trim a little bit off the edge here. The scissors might do that better. Big boy scissors out. Just not bad. I don't think Maybe I'm supposed to trim the height down too. That doesn't seem. Hopefully it's the way at the back so it won't be as obvious. Okay. I don't know why they had us do this, because we're not going to use it yet. Now this goes here. So we go on the edge of our steps. It's going to, sort of line up there. Going to cover up all our little gaps here, so that'll work. Stand with the old super glue. That's a good coat on there. Line up our steps and a little pressure. Fun times. Alright, we got that sort of situation rolling. I'll need that again here in a second. Now, this guy goes on to here. Yes, we got our oh, that's actually going to turn out pretty nice. Okay, so one more dab of the old super glue. I think this will be enough for tonight. Let's see, right down the edge there. A little bit on here, why not? And on this edge there. Okay. Everybody down and together. Alright, so that's pretty good resemblance of what they wanted us to build. I'm pleased with that. Alright, that gets us ample time for tonight. Let's say trying to stay in that 45 minutes to an hour range. That seems to be sort of the sweet spot where y'all will watch it. So without going crazy hour-and-a-half videos like I used to. Yeah, there we go. So that, and get our structure back out here. So we got, knock these lights down so y'all can see that street light working there. See, that really does a nice, puts off a nice light there. It does. That's what. Yeah, I'm digging that. That's a good looking. That section. That angle. This must be going back here somewhere. So these lights are going to go around it somewhere. So something like that. So ultimately, got a gap there, but I think hopefully that'll be all right. Okay, but there we go. That's making progress. Finally feels like we're doing something other than just building tiny pieces. So, and of course whatever that turns out to be. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe, and click on a link. That's to subscribe. That's my experimental channel. I actually did put a video up yesterday. That's the playlist for this build, and that's what YouTube thinks you should be watching. So, I'll see you next time.